I'm here to talk about a City of Tampa Charter Amendment form that I got at a Friday rally I went to. It is about the topic of police, which, as everyone knows, is a hot button topic, and it doesn't really matter what side you are on the issue. I'm not here to get into those specifics. What I'm here to talk about is this Charter Amendment ballot petition form. This is titled Civilian Investigative Panel and is for the City of Tampa. It's designed for the City of Tampa essentially to have a civilian investigative panel to oversee their police departments. It's not something that's completely unique. That's something that's I believe has been implemented in other jurisdictions across the country. As far as their effectiveness, I don't know. But essentially the way I gather this is it is a way for the citizens to take back policing, to make sure that we're involved in the processes that go on with policing. Regardless of where you sit in the panel, it's not about good cops, bad cops. It's about the fact that when police departments do wrong, they investigate themselves or they're investigated by their friends and neighbors at the state attorney's office, and that's not effective in any way. It's just not logical. So this is designed to help combat that. Again, this is for City of Tampa, so you must live in the City of Tampa. So I personally am actually not able to sign or vote on this initiative because I live in an unincorporated Hillsborough County. If you're not sure if you're in the City of Tampa, I can try to find out for you. But if you do live in the City of Tampa, this is definitely something I want you to consider. And I do have the link available on the comment section and as well as the post here. So make sure you check out the ballot initiative. All you have to do is print it out and complete the document. Now, in order for you to complete the document and for it to be valid, you must complete the document fully. So you need to put your name and your address. You'll need to put the address in which you're registered to vote, and in order for it to be valid for you, you'll need to be a City of Tampa resident, registered voter. So your voter registration must be in the City of Tampa limits or it won't count. And then you can just put your date of birth. You don't have to put your voter registration number. On the back of the form, you will sign and date. You must complete it completely, and you can only do it one time. Then you will need to mail it off to the address on the back of the form. And then it will get reviewed, and this is an initiative, so if it gets enough petition signatures, it will go on the ballot for the voters to actually select and vote. So it's a process, but it needs your support. Even though I'm not in the City of Tampa, I believe in what it has to say. So I'm going to show you what the initiative looks like. You probably can't see it too well, but it's a City of Tampa Charter Amendment petition form. It's probably backwards. This is where you need to put in your information, your name, your zip, all that, your address, and your signatures. In order for it to count, you do need to be a registered voter over the age of 18 in the City of Tampa. So I'm going to go over it with you, and I hope that you'll share this video with other people who may live in the City of Tampa that believe in it. And even if you don't live in the City of Tampa, it's something that those of us in unincorporated Hillsborough should really start thinking about getting on our ballots. The ballot title again is Civilian Investigative Panel, and the summary states, shall the City Council by ordinance create and establish a civilian investigative panel composed of civilian members nominated by the public and appointed by City Council to investigate complaints, individual incidents, and broader issues concerning the Tampa Police Department, to review Tampa Police Department policies and procedures staffed by professional personnel, operated on an annual approved budget, and authorized to issue subpoena. Okay, so the full text. We'll go over this, so that way you have an understanding, and this is based on my understanding of the text. I'm not an expert here, and I urge you to ask questions. It's an initiative created by Tampa for Justice, so if you have a question that I'm not able to answer, I will see if I can find it for you. But the full text states, the Civilian Investigative Panel, the City Council shall, by ordinance, create and establish a civilian investigative panel, hereinafter referred to as the CIP, to provide independent oversight of the Tampa Police Department. Independent oversight, meaning that the individuals on this panel do not work for the Tampa Police Department. They would be investigating a department they don't work for. Makes sense, right? composed so the oversight of the Tampa Police Department to be composed exclusively of a number of civilian members to be determined, who shall be nominated by the public and appointed by the City Council. That means we, the public, get to have a say in who is going to be on this panel that's investigating the police that we pay for to enforce the laws of our city. So, Section B of this states, advised by an independent counsel who is a competent member of the Florida Bar with at least 7 years membership in the Florida Bar, generally knowledgeable in municipal law, appointed by the CIP with the approval of the city attorney. To me, that means that the panel will be advised by an attorney who is knowledgeable in the laws related to policing in the city of Tampa. That will help provide guidance and make sure that the group is going in the right direction. Section C, staffed with civilian professional personnel, including an independent counsel, and operated on an annual approved budget. Self-explanatory. D, authorized to receive complaints directly from individuals concerning the Tampa Police Department or the activity or conduct of its police officers, to investigate said complaints and to initiate its own investigations of other individual incidences and broader issues concerning the Tampa Police Department or its police officers. This means that it doesn't have to have a complaint forwarded to it from the Tampa Police Department. So Tampa Police Department would not be able to pick and choose which complaints the panel would review. They could receive the complaints directly from the civilians of the city. Therefore, it prevents that prejudice or bias. There won't be any protection for a specific police officer, chief of police, or whatever. Section E, authorized to order discovery, hold evidentiary hearings, and issue subpoenas for documents and witness testimony under oath as part of any investigation, and to the same extent and subject to the same limitations as subpoenas and discovery in a civil action under the Florida Rules of Civil Procedure. So essentially, they would have the right to subpoena documents from the police department, police reports, training, personnel files, anything. Just the same as any investigative panel would have. This way they can perform full, thorough investigations. F, authorized to review police department policies and procedures and to have an advisory role in the process of hiring new police officers. This is important because we are the ones who are nominating these civilian reviewers, and they have a say in the policies and procedures that are going to be enforced on us. That's the American way as we know it, the people having a say in how we're governed, representatively, of course. And then this also allows the people, in essence, to be involved in the process of who's going to be policing us. It's not just going to be whomever the police department decides. Finally, Section G is authorized to submit directly to the mayor, chief of police, or city council written recommendations to which a timely written response shall be received within an amount of time specified in the ordinance. Again, I've posted the link to this ballot initiative on the post that I shared, as well as in the comments section, so I urge you to click on it and print out. It's 2 pages, front and back. It doesn't have to be two-sided. It could be 2 separate pages. Just complete it. If this is something you believe in and you're a registered City of Tampa voter, print it out and send it in. It needs to be sent in with a swiftness, because the sooner we can get it in, the quicker we can get it on the ballot. And I'm assuming they're aiming for this to be on the November ballot. If not, I don't know if they have to start over the process all over again or what steps have to be taken. But if you're actually someone who wants to be about it instead of talking about it, at least consider this document. At least take time to read it and go over it with some friends that you trust to see if this is something that you think will be viable here in our city, in the city of Tampa, if that's where you live. And if you don't live in the city of Tampa, but this is something you believe in, definitely consider sharing this information, because if it does get implemented in the city of Tampa and we can see how it's successful, we may be able to implement something like this into unincorporated Hillsborough County as well. And this is going to have benefits to everyone. I mean, everybody. Not just targeted groups, just everybody who is policed, which is all of us. We all want to make sure we're protected, and that's what this is here for. So again, please share this. You can share me, or you can create your own video. It's an initiative petition sponsored by Tampa for Justice, and it's for the City of Tampa. Thanks for listening.